Well, tropical storm's on its way. We already had our first casualty. Wind blew that one over. I want to go ahead and come down here and do a video recording in case we lost these in the storm this week. I hope I don't, but it's gonna be quite windy. I don't know if I'll be able to stand that one back up or not. I think it's broke off. That old gnarly twisted one, it's straightened out, it's starting to tassel, but like I said, I think the storm's gonna finish taking them out. I might be able to stand that back up. Probably gonna wait until after the storm though. Ain't no sense in trying it now. I saw the cage lifting up out of the dirt. I didn't get this one buried quite as deep as the other ones when we put the cages around them. So there's another one that's starting to lift out of the dirt. It's being supported by the cage now. The cages seem to be doing their job though. This one may take a tumble. Part of the cage is out of the ground, and you can already see some cracks in the dirt around it. But I'll do one last stand in front of it and see how it goes. Just put it down over here. Way it goes here. Tropical storm season. Here's another project I've been working on. Old canoe. Should have got some footage before I started fixing it, but it had been bent in half like a banana here when a tree limb had fallen on it. I got another one to pick up to fix up. You can see where there's a tear here. I've gotten it mostly straightened out and with a hammer and dolly. I just got laid completely down now so the wind won't blow it away. I did have it up on the log stands while I was working on it. First I tried just brazing the crease on this side back together, but the aluminum in this old canoe is just too old, and from all the flexing it just kept falling apart. So I actually brazed on a patch from the inside and pop riveted it. And I've gone over it with some fiberglass and fiberglass resin, and I'm basically just going to paint a nice little stripe over this section where it had been damaged before. And that'll hide my handiwork, at least on the outside. I think it'll be alright. It looks awfully ugly now, but once it's sanded smooth, it'll blend right in. Brazing seems to be doing okay on the inside, but with as flexible as this canoe is, I didn't want to just trust the brazing. So got that little hole there to fix from the crease. And when I get the other canoe picked up, I'll show you the whole process of straightening it out. I've made a new board to go on the back of this for mounting a motor. Just a few runs in it. Made this new one out of cedar, since I had some laying around that I've milled up myself. Get the old one out so you can see the shape it was in. I believe this canoe was made in the 70s. I had to pick up some new hardware because a lot of the old bolts and screws were completely rusted out. There's the old one I'm replacing. I had a little knot there, but I put some epoxy in there before I put the urethane on. I put about 12 coats of urethane on this, just so it'll stay good and water resistant. Just a nice thick plastic coating. Got a few little runs while I was painting it, but the cedar's a little hard because the oil's in it. It likes to blister and bubble, and it was very dry, and so it was soaking in real hard in some spots and not in others. And it's clear, so runs do happen. It was really hot, but I think it's going to look nice once it's in there. And because there's going to be pressure put on this, I want it to be nice and thick to be able to resist crushing, because cedar is a soft wood. I think that'll look nice once it's in there and the canoe's all cleaned up. I've currently got the seat out because it was also crushed back here in the back. And get it flipped back over. I had to remove the seat to pop it out, but you can see the crease lines here where somebody had hit a nice rock with it. Now, I didn't take out the old rivets, but after I pushed that back out and straightened it up, got to stop oil canning, there was a gap between the aluminum beneath and this top plate here, so I just put some sealer around that. This is a gasket sealer like what you'd use to seal your valve cover gaskets on a car. I smoothed it off pretty good, and I think that'll last a good long time on there. Should seal the gap. And I may do the same thing down here. It didn't separate quite as bad down here where this was dented in pretty bad. I actually pushed it out a bit farther than it needed to go, so it's standing a lot prouder. It's not straight, but it's more rigid and stable now than it was before with the crease in it. Well, storm's over. And it looks like so is my corn growing experiment. I may try and stand some of these up a little bit later. Don't know if I'll have much luck with it. Darn shame too. But sometimes that's just the way it goes. I don't think I'll be able to get them to stay upright, even if I do get them stood up. We'll see. I might can get them stood up enough to be able to take the tiller in between and get some more dirt to throw up on them. Doesn't look like they've broken off, just laid over. Well, took a lot of shoveling, but it don't look like I lost any plants. I got them all stood back up and re-hilled. Aren't very strong, so I'm hoping in the next few days they'll grow some fresh roots. I don't think they'll be able to take another windstorm like that. I guess that's it for this update. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.